Although these things may have seemed minor then, they were lessons being taught to our children who took it and applied those same principles to other areas in their lives. Yeah, I know that. The lesson then was that it was okay to do wrong as long as no one really got hurt. We teach our children through the lessons we teach them verbally, but more so through the Word of God and through the examples we give them and how we live on a daily basis. That brings me to what Paul said in Ephesians 6 and 4. And ye fathers, do not provoke your children to wrath or anger, but bring them up in the nurture and admonition of the Lord. Paul is speaking directly to the fathers. It would appear that the fathers he was speaking to were similar to some of the fathers today. Allow me to give you a little background first on the culture during that time so you can better understand why Paul possibly felt like he had to address the fathers. In the Jewish culture, the role of raising the kids fell on the wife. It was not like it is today where the wife goes out to work, then come home to cook and clean the house and pay the bills, basically maintain home. And take care of the kids while the man does everything else he wants to do. It was actually then a much honored position that the men respected. The man was responsible to ensure that his wife had everything she needed to take care of the household and the kids, as well as maintain the home. Their roles were viewed as equal, but different. So when Paul wrote this statement to the men, he was addressing situations to help men understand the importance of their actions within the household. In general, you can count on a mother to stand by her child unless that mother is having issues of her own. If she cannot take care of her child, she will do whatever is necessary most of the time to ensure her child is well taken care of. A mother will spend countless hours helping her children with homework, school appointments, doctor's appointments, up all night while they're sick and crying. A father, in a lot of cases, will be there when he can, if nothing else is going on. You see, any man can be a father, but it takes someone special to be a dad. I'm not saying that all fathers are this way, but men are wired differently from women. And I believe that is what Paul was addressing. These are things that a father can give. There are things that a father can give a child that a mother cannot. And if that father is not doing his job, the child will suffer. So what is it that a father can do that can provoke a child to anger? The answer is very simple, church. Not being a father. Not being around when needed the most. Walking out on them physically in their lives, mistreating their mother, and the list goes on and on and on. As a father, you must set boundaries. They must know where the limits are. If you don't, there will be some consequences and repercussions in their lives. Proverbs 13:24 say, "He that spareth his rod hateth his son, but he that loveth him chasteth him betimes." And Proverbs 23:13-14 also say, "Withhold not correction from the child. For if thou beatest him with the rod, he shall not die." Family, I got it all the time. I went from switches to white dry cords to brown dry cords to yellow dry cords and then to the heavy duty orange dry cords. My parents did what they did to correct me out of love. Ain't nothing wrong with me, and I'm still here. Y'all concur? Who in my age bracket agree? Y'all still here? We didn't have a choice of what we wanted for dinner. We didn't have a choice of, well, you can stay home from church if you want to. No, boo-boo. Don't get it twisted. We got up and got out when mama said, no, you're going to church. Oh, I don't care what you don't like. We're going to eat this tonight. No, we didn't have it. That's what's wrong with the kids now. Parents are being their friends and not being their parent. Oh yeah, that 911, I'm gonna call 911. Oh, that don't work either. I told that to my mother, and I'm telling you, I got boxed up in the vestibule real good. She made sure I was going to give them a reason to call 911 and come get me. I wasn't a bad child, I just rebelled a lot. Too many of our youth that are in jail today because their fathers weren't in their lives. And those who did have fathers in their lives, their fathers never set boundaries for them. Children must have boundaries, and they must know where the limits are so that they will learn how to walk right and make good decisions. This is an important role when fathers have been tempered with love. Y'all know that if I didn't love you, I wouldn't be doing it. But I'll say that for the kids. When a child does not have an active father, regardless of how good and caring the mother is, there will be some anger issues that will dwell within the child. This anger can actually hinder a relationship with God because the only father figure they had was not a good one. And now they're being asked to believe and accept a superior father, a heavenly father. For this, some will require much prayer and a lot of things. Parents, whenever we are responsible for a child, whether our own or someone else's, we have a serious responsibility to train them, to raise them. What they are taught as a child will follow them as an adult. Even if what they do as they get older goes against everything they have been taught. What they have been taught will still reside within them and will be the fountain that God will use. You will be reminded of your responsibilities as a parent. And believe me, God takes these responsibilities extremely serious. Okay, children. I ain't forgot about y'all. I know some of you cannot wait to grow up and be on your own. In your own. In your heart, you believe that when you move out of your parents' house, you can do whatever you want and answer only to yourself. You do not have to listen to your parents anymore. We got anybody in here like that? You can come and go as you please. And you do not have to take advice from your parents. Yeah. I can relate. I've been there and done that. But let's see if this is true in God's eyes. Ephesians 6, verses 1 through 3 says, children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Honor thy father and mother, which is the first commandment with promise, that it may be well with thee, and thou mayest live long on the earth. Children, you are asked to honor your parents. Webster defines honor as high regards or respect. You should have respect and high regards for your parent, because this comes with a promise that you may live long in the land of the Lord your God is giving you. The promise refers to this as long life. Children who have no respect for their parents tend to have shortened lives. What happens is a child who does not respect their parents will do whatever they want, regardless of whether their parents have told them not to. This type of attitude will lead a child into trouble because they are refusing to listen to sound advice. It's not like we ain't been there and done that. It's the same stuff y'all going through, it's just a different time. We went through the same thing. You should always respect and honor your parents, even when you disagree with something that they tell you. Hey, Mom, Dad, I got you, but that don't sound right to me. But I love you and I respect you, but I don't think I can do that. That's when you get older. Don't try that now, because you might swallow a few teeth. But that's when you get older. We may or may not hear you when you mumble obscenities under your breath. But God hears you. He hears everything you say. Man, she make me sick. That don't even sound right. It's stupid. I wish I was never born. Oh my God! All of that. For some of you older kids, earlier I mentioned about the children wanting to grow up and be on their own and not having to pay attention or listen to anything that parents had to say, right? Based on God's word, at what point can you stop respecting or listening to your parents? Do you only have to respect them while you are living in their home? Can you stop respecting them when you are 21 and living on your own? Well, I will answer this question very clearly. You must respect your parents as long as there is breath in their body and yours. God does not care how old you are or your parents are. He expects you to respect them for as long as they are alive. So for all those excuses you had for not respecting your parents, oh, I'm grown. You're not the boss of me. I ain't got to report to you for nothing. Okay? Say goodbye to them. We are to train up a child, and that training never ceases. Usually, families have that one big mom that everyone respects, listens to, and go to for advice. Maybe for you it's your grandmother or great-grandma. Those are the ones that keep the family together. They are the no-nonsense grannies, nanas, big mamas. They correct you in the public. Don't care who's looking. You're going to get smacked. And they can call 911 if they want to. She might have something for them too. But every family has one. This individual is the go-to person when issues arise because of their wisdom and ability to handle things rationally. And depending on the situation, it can get a little bit irrational. But, nevertheless, it does not matter how old someone is. There will come a time when you will need to talk to someone older or more experienced than you are. I know when I got my feelings hurt by my boyfriend, my husband, but my boyfriend then, I cried like a baby because my grandma wasn't there. I really needed her advice, wisdom, years of experience. Now in my mind, I knew what she was going to say, but I can't tell y'all. I'm going to keep that to myself. Your parents or your grandparents should be the first option in a best case scenario. By always honoring your parents, you are keeping one of the first commandments that carries a promise with it. What is that promise? That thy days may be long upon the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee. Be blessed, family.